don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I just had a good video idea. And yes, I am making this video at like 1 o'clock in the morning. But who the frick cares, right? Well, you guys, I just want to say that I've been on a lot of hopium. I've been on a lot of hopium lately. Now, what is hopium? I don't know, just thinking and wishing that my situation could possibly get better. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what hopium is. And yeah, I mean, I'm not perfect. I've been drinking a little bit. Not that much though, because I don't drink every night. Because usually we don't have enough money for me and my significant other to both drink. So, I don't know. It's like whenever he can come home with, like some vodka or something with some soda, like I'll just, I'll take a few shots of vodka and some soda, But yeah, I've been on hopium. I've been on hopium ever since we moved into this freaking place. And I've just been trying to have fun, on the nights when I can drink. Just trying to have fun with me being the only one that's awake at 1 o'clock a.m. because I usually just imagine and think about things other than where I'm currently at. I don't really know what this recording's gonna be about, really, but I just had an idea in my head about hopium. I'm like, well, yeah. I'm thinking, well, yeah, I'm on hopium right now. I've been on hopium for as long as I can remember, actually. I don't know. I usually just like to stay up and imagine things that aren't from this reality. I guess it's mixed in there with a little bit of hopium and a little bit of copium when you're just like maladaptive daydreaming, like in the day and in the night, like all day long, because that's what I usually do most of the time. And I guess in a way it does help me. I don't know. But I did go outside today. I did go and walk out to that area where there's like a big field and stuff. I just sat there on the bench that was out there, just sitting there to myself with my water bottle and just looking up at the clouds. But you know what's crazy though? I know I've said this in previous videos, but it just seems like like when I dream at night, it seems like my dreams have more purpose than the current reality that I'm living in right now. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but yeah. I mean, I'll dream at night, and then I mean, it's going through all these different scenarios, right? Where it's like I'll be dreaming, and it's just like I'll dream of one thing at one moment, and then it'll be another thing at that other moment in the dream. Like, I don't know, it's almost like I'm teleporting through different dream scenarios to where, yeah, I'm dreaming about these certain things, but it, some of it makes sense, but most of it doesn't really make sense. But there'll be times to where like I'll be dreaming, and like I'll feel this sense of like purpose, like through, like when I'm dreaming through the dream at that moment. And then when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I really felt a certain way about that, And it's just now at this point, I just feel like when I dream, it's like I feel like, okay, there is some kind of feeling to this. There is some kind of like divine purpose to this. Like what I'm seeing in these dreams. At least. Because in the real world, and in the Matrix, in the real world, in this society, it's like I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything from this. And it's just like, okay, well, how can I progress? How can I progress through this society now? And I don't really have an answer to that yet, which is really scary. I don't know. Because I'm seeing all this stuff on social media and on the internet. And I'm thinking now at this point, it's like, wow. It's like, why would I want to bring a kid? Why would I want to birth a kid onto this earth now? Like, why would I want to do that? When in reality, I can't even take care of myself, let alone have the money to even birth one kid. It's like I'm thinking like, okay, where do I go from here? Is what I'm thinking. And I've just been in this constant like purgatory state to where all I'm doing now is maladaptive daydreaming. That's all I'm doing now. And I'm thinking, okay, well, how can I change my situation? How can I try to possibly get through to these people to where, I could get a mundane like 9-to-5 job or whatever. They could find me something, but I'm thinking, okay, well, unless they can put me in some kind of like full-time position to where I am making that kind of money again, which I don't really have hope for at this point. It's like, what am I really living for? And I know what I'm living for somewhat in a way, but I'm thinking, okay, if I want to get out of the situation that I'm in right now, which is an oxymoron, because to me it just always seems like it's a problem. because it just seems like where I'm living, like everywhere, like any place where I'm living, it's always a problem. I don't know. Like, you know, there's days where, like, I try to accept this stuff. I try to accept and be grateful for what I have and what I have now and everything. But it's just like, okay, well, how can I make my situation better is what I'm trying to figure out, because like I literally like have no connections to like the workforce, the work world. I literally have no connections in that. So I literally have to go out there again and try and convince strangers to try and hire me somewhere. I don't know, you guys, like I just felt like I had to get this out, because this is truly like hope, like a hopium. Like I'm on hopium, and I don't know. I don't know. Like I try to be okay where I'm at, but it's just like I know that eventually like the money is just gonna run low again. And you can't really live on one income anymore. So I'm thinking, okay, well, how can I try to convince somebody to try to get me in somewhere, to hire me somewhere, when I already have like all these gaps in my resume and everything. It's like I'm just thinking, okay, well, who is gonna hire me? Who's gonna hire me at this point? I don't know, but I hope it could be somebody in the end. I hope somebody can actually find me like qualified enough to really even get me in somewhere, because at this point it's just like I'm all on copium and I'm all on hopium right now, man. It's really scary, because at this point I don't even know if I'm gonna even be able to retire anywhere, because most of these job companies, they don't keep people for very long. They don't really anymore. So, I guess that's it for the recording. I just wanted to get this out. Hope some of you listen and like the video at least. Even though my channel is becoming a dying channel and nobody likes it, so I don't know. Just here trying to speak the truth. Here trying to speak my mind, but I don't know. It is what it is. Hopefully this video won't take too long to upload, but I'm going to try and upload it now. Alright, hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll speak to you in another one here pretty soon again. Alright, thanks for listening. Bye.